and gentlemen, and we are back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the pod that started it all, the best anime manga podcast on the planet. Hashtag Anime Talk is back. I'm your host, Mr. Lyn Burton, joined by my amazing co-host, my brother for life, Mr. Chrissa SJE. I'm so happy we back. How you doing, brother?
What's poppin', man? I'm doing great, bro. It's a good week, man. Mm-hmm. Another good week in the summer. It's been a good year this year.
Yes, it has been. And look, for people wondering where y'all been, look, we've been busy. My man just dropped an album. He got a new album coming. I had a bunch of work shit. Schedules just didn't work, but now we are back. Everything is back in order. So look, for those wondering, this pod is dropping on a Wednesday, August 3rd, but don't worry. For those wondering for some consistency, this podcast is still bi-weekly, and it will start coming out every other Tuesday. So be on the lookout, not August 9th, but August 16th, not August 23rd, but August 30th, and so on and so on. But we are back. Super glad to be back. And we got a lot to discuss, especially on this show, but in general, some life stuff. October 1st and 2nd, we'll have the specific day. We will be at Louisiana Comic-Con in Lafayette. Also, after that, we will be going on tour throughout the fall, but mainly next year, 2023, Anime Talk is hitting the road, boy. You might catch us at Anime NYC, Anime Expo. Me and Chris got to decide which one we want to go to, the NYC or the LA one. Fans, y'all let us know which one y'all want us to go to, because we're picking one, because we pay for that. Until they paying us to go to all of them, we'll go to all of them. But we pay for travel for the big ones, and we'll be at either LA or NYC. Y'all choose. But for the local conventions, like the ones in the South, Texas, Jackson, Arkansas, Florida, we will be going throughout the South all next year. And we promised ourselves that we will never, ever miss a DreamCon, because that is one of the best conventions I've been to, he's been to, and we will always support Black business. We will never not miss one. And speaking of that, boy, what a good time this year's was.
Yeah, DreamCon was lit, man, as usual, bro. It feel like family when you go to DreamCon. You feel me? I go to a lot of these conventions, and they always fun. They always good energy, good environment.
It's different.
Yeah, like DreamCon really feels like family. You feel me? It feels
Shout
like home.
out to everybody who came to our panel. Shout out to all of the new listeners from the panel. I know y'all been waiting for the content. We are here. Yes, sir. I was gonna pull mine out. Shout out to just go show them. If you got some of the stuff you got, I was gonna show it to them, and we could promote some of the stuff. Speaking of this shirt, hold on, let me stand up. This shirt is from a Black-owned business from DreamCon. Let me shout them out, because I wanted to shout out everyone we got something somewhere from. This group is called Asuyumi Designs, OYASUMI Designs. Y'all know when I saw a Doro Hidoro shirt, I couldn't pass on it. That's one of me and Chris's favorite anime. That's the anime that, like, if y'all knew we were putting y'all on when we put y'all on The Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. We put y'all on all of that. But this one was special because we found it. We were the only anime podcast reviewing it at the time. And then it blew up later because, like me and Chris know, once things get out of Netflix jail, it pops off. So to see this out there was special. Also, shout out to our guy, Nami Ware. Let me pull out his 10 pins. Shout out. Y'all make sure y'all go support the boy Nami Ware. He put out his own manga. And my brother, and look, me and Chrissa, Nami Ware has supported this podcast since day one. He put the podcast on the website. He's going through some tough times right now. We don't want to lose the business. So make sure y'all go support that brother, man. NamiWare.com. I told him I talked to him and I was like, yo, we promoting you on here, bro. We gonna make sure both me and Chrissa gonna promote this shit because we don't want to see him go out of business.
That's a fact. And I know he's like kind of shifting because, you know, he's goated with doing the clothes and the fashion. You feel me? He got one of the best drip brands in.
But he gotta wait. He gotta wait till his lawsuit go through so he can put out more streetwear.
I was saying he's shifting into doing manga and all that too. So I'm gonna say, like, if y'all supported him, you know, with his drip and everything, y'all supported his business, like, keep supporting him, move on to the next endeavor, because you feel me, like his new shit it's definitely got a lot of potential and it's got a lot of room for growth. And I feel like it's gonna take off in the next couple of years. Like we're just hearing about it right now because it's in beginner stages. You feel me? Like 10 pins, bowling manga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you love to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just we were there for the panel at DreamCon.
Yes, we were.
Was talking about the voice.
Shout out to Blizzy Boy.
Man.
Blizzy Boy made the soundtrack. That shit hard. I'm ready for the Chris SJE Blizzy Boy collab.
Yeah, me and Blizzy got to get in that Yo collab. We might even collab on something for the anime soundtrack. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But I know 100%. He was talking about the people he had like messing with the project, like King Vader.
Yeah, Gino Robinson.
Yeah, he's working on an adaptation early on. So we're gonna see what he's definitely like in the early stages of the production or whatever, but we're gonna see what he got cooking in the next couple of years. I'm supporting Namiware to the fullest, man. And
that's my thing. We want to just support the brother. Like I said, Namiware.com, y'all go buy something. He's in need right now. And that's something that as creators, as anime fan base, we should be able to pick each other up when each other are in need, because we all we got. So shout out to Namiware. Y'all make sure y'all go support that. Also, gotta show the fans, because we got something new for the studio, ladies and gents. Y'all know I had to do it to him. Gear 4 Luffy from Whole Cake Island. When Chrissa saw that, he was like, oh, I know Lyn getting that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was no doubt. Like, I had to add it to the collection. So shout out to those people who sold that to us. But the panel, talk about just amazing. Like, I really want to thank everyone who showed up. There was a little, I don't want to say a technical difficulty situation, but there was a misprint on the schedule. We got a bunch of people in there early at like 5:40. We weren't supposed to go until 6. I look at Chrissa and I was like, yo, Christian over there, Christian excited his first time. I look at Chrissa, I was like, yo, it's packed in here. We got to get going. We just got to start. Like, fuck it. Fuck if we on time. Fuck if, like, whatever they say, we got to start because no one's here telling us to either go or not. We got to go. And y'all rocked with us. We went over. The lady came in and was like, thank y'all. Thank y'all. We went for an hour and 30. We was only supposed to go for an hour. Y'all kept asking questions. Y'all still wanted to talk more with us. I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. That meant so much. And just tell them, you could tell them how much it meant to you, because I know it was special for you as well.
Yeah, it was definitely amazing. Last year was great too. We did 2 panels last year, and
I forgot about the first one. And that's not to say that it wasn't fun. It was early in the morning. We got not a bad time slot, but just a time slot where people weren't there. Our second one was the real time slot, and we didn't have a bunch of people come to the first one. The second one was packed, but this panel had about all of the second one and all of the first one. It was beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. The people definitely rocked with us. We definitely we did a usual pod length, because usually you do the live pods, it's like an hour, it's like 45 minutes or so, 45 to an hour usually. Yep. We did a whole pod set, like we was
an hour and 30, almost 2.
We did an hour, you feel me? Like we did like 45 minutes to an hour, and then we started getting people interacted and involved. So I'm real thankful we had a good crowd that wanted to come out there. Like there were people standing up in the line, like up until the end, there were people in line. We couldn't get everybody.
We had to tell them
everybody.
We had to say we're sorry. We got to stop because the other show is coming on. The people who put on the anime versus was upset with us.
They had people out in the hallway too. Like the room was full, but before they even started the line for the verses, they had people out in the hallway just
listening. Because the room was packed.
You saw people walk into the back and they looked around like, oh shit. And they walked back out. You could just see them through the doorway, and they were kind of like, we legitimately had at minimum 50 people, at minimum 75. To me, it looked like 100, 125, and that's not counting the people in the hall who couldn't get in the room because the room was packed. That's a fact. Like a lot of people look at the picture, and like, you know what I'm saying, the picture looks like the room is smaller than what it was,
but it was deeper in the back.
The edge of the pictures, like at the edge of the pictures, it looks like the room is the end of the room, but those are pillars in the middle of the room. So it looks like the room's closed, but there's like a whole nother section of the room on the side of those pillars. Those, like, it was full. Like people literally couldn't come in and sit after about like halfway through. Halfway through it was full. Like, and it was already pretty full at the beginning, but
last year y'all showed that we deserved this room. This year, y'all showed that the room is going to be bigger. So thank y'all. Next year, we're going to have the size of like the freaking Hypeland panel. We're getting that room. We're getting the big panel room next year. And this is all because of y'all. I can't thank y'all enough. It was amazing. Anything else you got on DreamCon?
I was about to say, y'all let us know. Y'all hit us up. Start sending us ideas early. Because like if y'all want to see us touch on anything, last year we did, I want to say MCs and fights.
No, last year we did. Oh no, you're right, because we did 2 panels. It was I forgot the first one was MCs. The second one was anime fights. That's the one I remember.
I'm pretty sure it was MCs.
Yeah, it was MCs for the first one and the anime fights for the second one. Yep.
And this year was a great one. We did,
new school versus old school. Yep. Yes, and
sir. That was real dope. But I got a shout out to everybody I seen out there. I went, I had to, excuse me. I had to show love to D Spirits, you feel me? The card, the card game. And I didn't get to sit down with him and like learn how to play the game and everything, but I definitely copped a few booster packs of cards and everything and got like the promo card, DreamCon exclusive. So I gotta shout them out because I really love Pokemon, I really love Digimon, I really love, Dragon Ball Yu Hakusho trading card game. I'm just a trading card collector. I got all the Dragon Ball Heroes cards. So I gotta shout them out because they're one of the best, like, hometown, not hometown, but they're like US made and anime style. Like the designs are like better than a lot of other monster, and not to shit on anybody else making stuff, but
it's original.
As far as having a monster trading card, it's not super derivative of Pokemon or anything. It's its own thing, and the designs can hold their own. So I gotta shout out to them. As a card, connoisseur. If y'all fuck with cards,
what's the homie, the home girl who we met over there? I want to get her to design a bonnet for Jazz, because Jazz on the Bros Who Think Network it's typical. He always wear a bonnet, so I want to get her to design a Bros Who Think bonnet for Jazz, and we could do a collab because that would be hard.
Shout out favorite senpai, my senpai brand and everything. You feel me? I definitely copped the first day I didn't see her out there. I saw the table though. I must have caught her right when she walked away from the booth. But they had people manning the booth and everything. And I copped some of the DreamCon exclusive shirts because they had some of the the baby blue stuff. I copped some of the I know I copped a DreamCon shirt too, like exclusive for 2022. And then the next day I pulled up and copped a Boji bonnet from Ranking of Kings. I had to get. I always wanted a bonnet. I wanted one of the Akatsuki bonnets when she was selling them a while back. Yeah, because her bonnets are super cool, and I got a lot of hair going on. You feel me?
If we support DreamCon, we got. If we support all these other brands, we gotta support Oh My Senpai. We supporting all the anime.
Yeah, and I've been rocking with her for a long time. Her and the big three. I wish I would have got a picture with Crystal and Becca this year, but like the big three, I love Taylor, Crystal, and Becca. Like they really hold it down for the community, and I really like to see them move and see what they're doing out here. Kiera, please, as well. Like I saw a lot of people out there.
Shout out Toon God.
Saw Childish Gambino out there, Zeno Robinson, like the GOAT. Namiware Blizzy is just everybody we saw.
Our boy Toon God
actually take a picture. Yeah, Toon was out there for sure. Shout out to my bro Toon God. That's gang for life. You feel me?
Yep. And like you said, shout out to everybody who wanted to take a picture with you. It was just rocking. Like we saw Chrissa rap fans, we saw Chrissa Twitter fans, we saw anime talk fans. It was just beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of. That's why I say it's like family out there. Like me, I'm the type of dude, I got like high anxiety. I'll be taking a CBD on the road and stuff like that to kind of calm my anxiety when I move out in public. But like at certain cons, I'm moving around and I'm kind of like to myself, like, oh, what's up? And I'm enjoying it and taking it in, but I'm like more of just a spectator. I go out there, I'm like,
get to where we go.
Nice.
We got business. There. Yeah, we go. We
walk there,
around. We go do our business and then we dip. But over there, it's like, nah, we gotta.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I gotta touch people, say hey to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Give hugs, take pictures. You feel me?
To have a bunch of black nerds, and I don't even want to say nerds, just a bunch of black people who love anime, love video game culture, love comic book culture. It's beautiful because at the other cons, let's just be honest, we're the minority. And over there is the majority. And it just, not to say that the other cons aren't great, but this one just feels special.
And definitely an eclectic group of people out there.
It's black excellence.
Yeah, and there was a lot of white people involved in there too.
Like
last year, they had Rhymestyle had a panel right after us.
They had a bunch of white people there
on the way out. But what I'm saying, I saw a bunch of Hispanic people, but like black owned to have like such a world.
It feels different.
Like you got to shout out to Mark. You got to shout out to the whole RDC
DreamCon.
crew.
Yeah,
you got to
RDC
shout out
World.
to Easy Gang. Yep. You got to shout out to everybody.
AMP, all of them who put it on.
They really did. They're doing something amazing, not only for us, but for their community. They're like their culture. They're putting on for the anime culture as a whole.
It just shows that it's possible, and I can't wait because a Bros Who Think convention will happen. Not next year, not year after that, but give us 3 years. That's all I ask is 3 years, and I promise y'all we will have a convention. I'm gonna tap on all the voice actors who's come on this show. We're gonna tap into all the different people that we rock with, and we're gonna bring them to Lafayette. We're gonna bring the party to Lafayette. Forget Louisiana Comic-Con. We're gonna have Bros Who Think Con here in Lafayette, and I want to do it at the Cajun Dome. And I think we can make that happen.
Until then, we for sure gonna be at the King Zone for the
for Louisiana Comic-Con for sure. And we're gonna always rock with
pop out to everybody. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun experience. That's hometown for real. So that's more fun. You feel me?
Fact though. So that's all our thoughts on DreamCon. We will be back next year, but just remember October 1st and 2nd for Lafayette listeners, Louisiana Comic-Con. We will be in the building. Anime Talk will do a panel, as well as Bros Who Binge will do a panel. So you're gonna get 2 Bros Who Think panels that weekend. So be on the lookout. But for those new listeners and for those who don't know how the show works, we start off with news. We go through all the news, then we do discussion and then review. For this week's discussion, we will be talking about a lot of rumors and things that have yet to be announced. And then for review, we'll touch on basically, this week is just a catch-up show. We'll review Spy Family, talk about our thoughts on first part of the season, but we're searching for our new show to add to the review segment. If you have a show you want to suggest to us, let us know. Our guy, Jay, host of Manga Melee, be sure to check that out, the manga. Basically, the manga version of this show. They talk through manga news and everything like that. Jay suggested that we review, hold on, Isekai Uncle and Lycoris Recall. I was gonna ask you about that and bring that up to the panel. That's not really our typical style, but there's not many shonen action going on right now.
Yeah, I'm not really rocking with the Isekai, but Isekai Uncle actually looks pretty good. Like I've seen a lot of videos on Isekai Uncle. I've seen a lot of like content on it, like pushing me to watch it. So I'm probably gonna peep that one if anything, because I peeped the other one before we talked about it. Like I peeped the first episode when I was just like, what's new this season? I'm like, I'm not caught up on Classroom of the Elite.
There's not really nothing new until My Hero comes out.
And that's the thing, you feel me? I watched the first half of season 1 of Rent a Girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool on this. Like, this is cool. This ain't this.
Not our bag.
Be my bag. It's usually my bag. But I thought it was gonna be colder than what it was. So season 2, I didn't really want to force myself to binge season 1 to catch up because it just wasn't my bag. You feel me? Classroom of the Elite. I'm eventually gonna get into that. You feel me? That's one of the ones I gotta be in the mood to watch. Like Fullmetal Alchemist is a classic anime, but like I'm one of the people that like I'm not gonna watch something that I don't want to watch in the moment and until I know I want to watch it, because I want to give it that fake half-ass attention. Like when I first watched Attack on Titan, I really didn't like it, and I feel like I didn't give myself time with it. I watched it before I was ready to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like to give it that chance. So I'm definitely gonna watch Classroom of the Elite. But as far as the what's the one with the L called? Licorice Recoil. Licorice Recoil. You feel me? Like that one, I watched the first episode, and like that one just, to be honest with you, it just didn't hit for me. Like it was kind of a snooze fest for me specifically. It was very pretty and shit like that, but it reminded me of what was that from last season? The music anime.
I know what you're talking about. Hey, push your mic back just a tad because it's getting a little loud. Yeah, just a tad.
But
there we go.
Know what I'm talking about, though. What's it called?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's one of those like it's like that music.
I'm blanking on it, but yeah. But I heard good shit about Isekai Uncle. Isekai Uncle sounds like my bag. It's like breaking the fourth wall type shit. Like they're getting into some dope shit with this one. You feel me?
Hell yeah. So let us know what y'all want in the comments for us to review. And look, if there's no series for us to review, I just had an idea. We can review old anime movies and let that just be the section where we go through your classic anime movies and we review that until October when My Hero drops. Y'all let us know though. But without further ado, let's get into the news. Starting off hot. Why, Jesus? Why? Stranger Things creators are making a new Death Note live action. Netflix also announced a Yu Yu Hakusho live action, but that is a Japanese-made, created, made in Japan with Japanese studios anime. So my thoughts with that is I can't tell a Japanese person or the Japanese directors or Japanese culture what to not make from their culture. Like, I can't tell them not to make a live action Yu Yu Hakusho. I can't tell them to not make a live action Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood because that's their culture. We are people who are partaking in their culture, but we don't get to tell them what to make. Now, if it's an American studio, that's where we can jump in. But for the Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't like how the characters look. Yeah, they look funky, but but to me, that I can't tell them not to make that. But you see that Duffel Brothers Stranger Things Death Note? We don't need that, Chrissa. We don't need that. We don't need that. Like we already saw Light Turner fail.
I don't know.
You think it could work?
So this is my thing, right? You feel me? As far as the Yu Yu Hakusho, right? As far as Japanese live action adaptations, just because it's made in Japan don't make me excited for it. But at the same time, I know they do a better job at live actions than America. Like for instance,
they take the content serious.
It wasn't good. Like it wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible. Like you could tell they actually cared about the source material.
What they're missing is the American budget. Like if they had,
I feel like Bleach had a good budget. It's just when you adapt the anime, it's hard to adapt full seasons worth of a story into 2 hours. You just can't do that. You can't make it look like soul. Like that's why I'm kind of skeptical about this One Piece.
But it's more of a TV show. I think in TV shows it could work, but it depends on the budget. You got to make it look like the anime. Like you got to put Marvel, Game of Thrones level money into it, and if you're not, then it's not gonna work.
It is anime. You feel me? You got to make it look good. A lot of the main reason why people love anime is because it looks good. But as far as, the Death Note one, because like the Yu Yu Hakusho one, I'm not excited for it, but like I'll peep it. It might, because it's going to fall in line with the other Japanese live actions. Like the Death Note one, which wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
Wasn't bad, no.
The Bleach one, that wasn't bad, wasn't terrible. It starts getting worse when you get to Full Metal Alchemist because the story was kind of fucked up. The way that they adapted it, it was out of order.
The story is never really terrible with the Japanese stories. It's just that the budget isn't there, so it doesn't look right.
Yeah, and they don't butcher it. It's like they're not. They understand the heart of the source material.
It's not Dragon Ball Evolution.
The live note of Death Note, they turned it into fucking Final Destination.
Light Turner.
Like, it's like that's not what.
And
they wasted the appeal of Death Note. Like,
they wasted William Dafoe. They wasted William Dafoe as Ryu,
which was a great casting.
They wasted Lakeith Stanfield as L. And Nat Wolff didn't recover for 2 years after that drop because people thought that was so bad. Like, and I understand.
It was very horrible.
I understand the Duffer Brothers are good creators with Stranger Things, but if you don't make it exactly like Death Note or feel the essence of Death Note, it's not gonna work.
That's why I think they're doing it, because why would you just create another Final Destination ripoff or another botched live action
and look, I think it could work.
We didn't need this, but I feel like since we got this already and it was trash, I feel like somebody said, no, I could do this better.
I think it could work, and you don't have to. You can make it Americanized as well. Like, for example, Parasite is an amazing Korean television show, Korean movie made by Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho says, you know what? Instead of just making an American remake of it, I'm going to take the idea, but put it in how America would do it. For example, his movie is about maids and butlers and taking over the rich families, stealing from them, essentially. Like, it's a poor family who pretends to be maids and butlers and butchers and work for the family and steal from them to put money into their account. And you see how that could be put in American way, because Americans do things different than South Koreans. So I'm very excited for his HBO show, because that's paying homage to the original, but making your own. And I think you could do that with Death Note, because I think if you got the Death Note in America, it would be completely different than how it was in Japan. If they do that, but make it feel real and right, kind of how the Death Note one shot was, it wasn't L's story and Light's story, but it still felt in the same universe. I think if they do that, then it'll work. But if the Duffer Brothers try to turn Light again into an American and all that other shit, it's not going to work. Either make it 100% Japanese, or do what I'm saying, where you make a new character and give them the Death Note.
Yeah, there's a million ways where it could work. At this point, it's the third live action adaptation of Death Note. So it's like, let's kind of switch it up a little bit. I would love to see the one shot get adapted into a movie.
That would be hard.
Yeah, to get somebody to play Trump, because that was 100% Trump.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
in that fucking
put it in America.
One shot.
Take that idea of Trump and put it in America, but make a new character. Like, make it to where it's a black guy or someone who's disenfranchised who gets the Death Note. And what does this disenfranchised youth do with it? Like, how does this Latino, this black kid who lives in the hood, deal with the Death Note? That would be interesting. A lot of
Death Note lore. We've seen a lot of Death Note Shinigami. We've seen like at least 3 or 4. We've seen like maybe
it doesn't have to be Ryu, or it could be.
Ryu, but we can Ryuk get a cameo. We can see cameos in there. So I'd love to see it. Like I just love to see a breath.
It's got to be done right though. It's got to be done right. So that's
the main thing. You got to just get the soul down. You got to get the heart and soul down.
100%. Now, real quick, let's say rest in peace to the Solo Leveling creator. He passed away while we were gone, and yeah, man, it's just sad. Didn't see that coming. And the artist passed away, Dubu, or his real name is Sungrock Jang. He's the illustrator for it. He passed away, and it's sad because the series just got an anime. It's scheduled to debut in 2023 in Crunchyroll. The trailer looked good. Solo Leveling is one of the best manhwas out, one of the best webtoons out, and it's gonna do incredible numbers. I feel bad that he didn't get to see his creation animated.
That's a fact. I definitely said that whenever I saw it. I'm not the biggest fan of Solo Leveling.
You gonna like it though.
That's what I was waiting on the anime. The thing is, when I say I'm not the biggest fan of it, I mean I don't dislike it, but I haven't.
You haven't read it,
I'm not a manhwa fan. You feel me? I didn't read God of High School, but I pulled up when Mappa animated it.
Same thing with Tower of God.
You know I'm saying same thing with Tower of God. I love Tower of God even more than God of High School. But this is one of the ones that I hear revered to as the best.
It's up there with Tower of God. Between those two and another one that to me are the best manhwas.
And that's I hate saying big three. It's such a played out term, but that's the big three I've always heard of. Those exact three. There may have been like one or two other ones, but none of them I've heard as much as God of High School, Tower of God, and Solo Leveling. So
and Solo Leveling is the one.
Trailer not too long ago. Like the trailer came out before he died, and everybody was sitting there like, "Oh, Solo Leveling!" People are losing their fucking shit because, of course, they would. And I went peep the trailer. I'm like, "Oh shit, this looks really good. I can't wait to watch it." And then I caught wind of this. I'm like, "Damn, that sucks, man. It sucks to see somebody kind of it sucks to see."
Somebody go before
one of our creators. You feel me? Just as a creator myself, and we're losing a lot of them too at a crazy pace. But it just sucks to see because you know what I'm saying. Not only because of the art, but because of the artists and the families and all that. You feel
and
me?
Everybody
just,
affected.
The fans,
like,
you feel me?
Like imagine, like you said, as creators, one of our things blow up, and then one of us passes away. Knock on wood. Right when it blows up. Like, imagine how sad that would be for me having to watch for you or you having to watch for me. And then our families affected, our girls. Like, we family, like, we know each other's people. So it's just like, that would be miserable.
Yeah, for sure. It's real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's hard for a lot of anime fans to detach themselves from their love for the product. Like you see a lot of Naruto fans detached from Kishimoto, and they're like, I don't give a fuck about Kishimoto. I'm Naruto.
Or for example, when Black Clover went on break, or when Black Clover went on break and One Piece went on break, they're like, no, get back to work. Like, Oda has been working for 25 years, working his ass off. Yeah. That man deserves a break. If Oda want to take a 2-month break, take it. You've given me so much work. I'll be ready when you come back. Same thing with Tabata. Like, it's better that you give these people their breaks instead of working them to death. We saw what happened with Berserk.
We're in a better space for that. We're in a space where now the fans are more understanding, but there's always going to be those scumbags.
There's always those idiots.
But I think we're like more and more taking over the space of like, all right, man, take your break. You know what I'm saying? Not even in a negative way, just being like, you deserve a break.
You deserve it, yeah.
From Dandadan to the break, everybody in the group chat was like, oh, Dandadan's on break this week. This sucks. But hey, at least he's taking a break. He gets to rest because he's like, you know what I'm saying? Especially the
Berserk creator
amount of work these artists put in, like, whatever, like even just the regular weekly Shonen Jump, Shonen Jump Plus, like they're doing this shit week to week and not missing a week. And the art is crazy. It looks like some shit that would take me a month to do for one fucking page, and they're doing week. Let them take a few off a week. Like if that was me, I'd be on the Kaiju number 8 schedule. Yeah. Like every other, I'd be 2 weeks and I'm taking a week off. 2 weeks and I'm taking a week off. Like
for your health,
just announced for break for Chainsaw Man Part 2, and he's 4 chapters in. Like he dropped 4 chapters of Part 2, and he's like, "All right, break this week." Everybody's like,
"What happened to Gashi?" We saw what happened to
Gashi.
We saw what happened to the Mirror, the Berserk creator. Like, let these people take breaks, and let's just take a quick moment of silence for Dubu, the Solo Leveling illustrator. Again, prayers to his family. And super excited to see Solo Leveling. It will debut in 2023. Now, we got some release dates. Dragon Ball Z Super Gohan releases October 18th. You can best believe me and Chrissa will be in the movie theaters. August 18th, excuse me.
I think it's August.
August 18th, we will be in the movie theaters. So look, Anime Talk is scheduled to come out the 16th of that week. I think maybe we should wait, watch the movie August 18th, the day of release, and then do the episode after we watch it, like right after we watch it. Because we're gonna go to the theater together. We can just go to the radio station and record it. That's what I think we should do. Or whenever, like, you're free to watch it, because I know you might have work that day, whatever it may be, that weekend. I'm
trying to see that the day of. I'm gonna take off this.
If you're gonna take off, then that's perfect. We'll go watch it and then record. So that'll be something big, because we've all seen the spoilers. I've seen silver hair Gohan, orange Piccolo. I need to see why that man is orange and why Gohan. What the fuck is Super Saiyan Beast? I need to see.
Yeah, for sure. Like, as far as just the movie's really good. I feel like it's gonna.
Oh, you watched it? Okay, yeah, you watched
it in the big theater. I want to see it. I peeped it, but I watched it sub and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Your boy took a vacation out there. We're watching it. I know for sure. I'm looking at it like I gotta see what's going on with Dragon Ball. I'm more of a fan of the movies than anything else. I'm not reading the manga right now, but the movies have done great for the past.
The manga. Let me tell you some.
Guys, they've been on a roll.
Let me tell you some crazy shit. So the two, Granola and Gas, the two people who made wishes to be the strongest people in the world. Toriyama came out yesterday or the other day and said if them niggas didn't make that wish, they not as strong as Krillin. So niggas upset saying plot armor wishes now, Toriyama? Just end the series, nigga. End it. Now that we doing plot armor to get fucking strength.
With a lot of people, dog, like when One Piece, like when Oda says something, I'm like, oh shit. When Tagashi or somebody says something, I'm like, oh shit. When Toriyama says some shit, I'm like,
stop.
You always say something like that. He said the other day that Gohan's the strongest character in the Z Fighters right now. I'm like, Toriyama, son. I see what you're doing. You don't be saying anything, bro. I'm like, you really just be saying anything, son. Like if Toriyama say it, I'm pulling up for entertainment value only.
Gohan Beast is stronger than Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. These two niggas are gods and angels, but Gohan's stronger than them.
Hey. I have no clue what's going on. I stopped. I tapped out on Dragon Ball.
Moro. I remember we were reviewing it. We were reviewing it monthly. That my nigga Chrissa saw that nigga throw that sensu bean. He was like, "Lyndon, we're not reviewing this no more. No more."
I tapped out. You feel me? I had to take a break because I was like, "All right." I had to take a deep breath. And I love Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? I love Toriyama. I'm a stan. I'm a fan, but don't take this as disrespect, because I know a lot of Dragon Ball fans. Every time I start to get to cooking on the timeline with the jokes, it's like you gotta understand the jokes gonna come. You feel me? The jokes
it's true, bro. Like Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball
these niggas
franchise
got Susanos in Dragon Ball right now.
No, 100%. This shit is crazy. Dragon Ball will go down forever for impact. One of the greatest, one of the OG. But we could call a spade a spade. There's times where things need to end. Like our favorite Seinfeld ended for a reason, because if Seinfeld would have kept going, Jerry thought that he would have watered down the product, and it's not the same. That has 2000% happened to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball should have been ended. Like I think it could have kept going. Like you could have brought Dragon Ball back, but there's not enough depth. That they doing with it, it's not like it wasn't a purpose. It's like when you bring it back, like let's bring it back for this. It's like let's just bring it back, and then they don't treat it like Naruto, Bleach, or One Piece. They don't expand on anything. It's the same thing over and over. New villain, Goku fights, Vegeta tries, loses, same thing. Instead of giving it to Gohan, seeing something new, or instead of giving it to Vegeta, they do the same thing over and over. There's no depth in the characters. We said this multiple times. Like the fact that we don't know shit about the angels, we don't know shit about the other universes. They just fight, they leave. That is not good storytelling at the end of the day. It's just not. I would love like a movie every couple of years, like they were doing. I don't need the movie, the manga, the show. I don't need everything. Like it's great that the show's not here right now. I'm so happy that Toei is saying the show was cool. The show was cool. It just wasn't nothing special. Yeah, I'm just happy that Toei's like we're putting this the same impact as Z. We're putting this behind something that matters. Wano matters. One Piece matters right now. Seeing Luffy versus Kaido as movie form right now has been spectacular. It's been amazing. This is the time you need to catch up on One Piece. You missing out. The anime has been killing. I'm gonna catch up on One Piece eventually. You feel me? One Piece is one of them things. The arc is almost over, so I'm gonna catch up at the end. Whenever I start seeing all the JB shit, you feel me, in the anime, then I'm in. You feel me? It's just I hate playing the waiting game. It started.
but I'm waiting for it to finish. I'm waiting to like.
You waiting for the anime to finish? Okay. Oh, you're not gonna catch up until the end of this year.
Exactly. Like I'm a One Piece stan and I'm a One Piece fan, but at the same time, my relationship with One Piece is like religion.
He can't do it week to week. He gotta binge it. That's
to me. I started one. I always say this shit. I started on One Piece whenever it was in the I want to say it was in the Katakuri arc. You feel me? And then by the time I caught up to the Katakuri arc, already in Wano, you feel me? And when I was watching it like for 5 years straight. Like I remember in 2015, I was watching it at the gallery. You know what I'm saying? I was watching little bits and pieces. I was catching up arc to arc to arc. These are like 900 episodes. So it's like I'm taking months to catch up. You feel me? I'm watching 10 episodes, maybe 15 episodes a week. You know what I'm saying?
Break,
maybe 2 more than that on a heavy watch week. But there would be certain weeks when I would hit the peak like Water 7. So I'd watch like 50 episodes in a week, maybe more than that. You know what I'm saying? But like after an arc, sometimes you take a little breather. Sometimes you start watching the seasonal shit. You get your peep Dragon Ball Super, you peep all the new shit. But
it's crack. Gotta be that week to week spoilers. I'm already on the spoilers for this week. I can't help it.
Imagine giving a crackhead some crack and telling him to take one hit and he can have another hit next week.
That's what it is.
No, I got a bag. Let me finish the whole bag. They're like, no. This bag is for this year.
You get this bag. You get this right now. You come back next week, nigga. Come get served.
And there might be a break. There might be a couple breaks this next couple weeks. Which means a couple breaks. Yeah, a couple breaks.
That shit is miserable. That shit is miserable. But I love it because right now, let me tell you why. Because see, I know you getting spoiled. That's the thing. I don't tell you nothing. I
don't have much context to any spoilers. Like I'm the type of person who I knew Ace died before I started watching the series.
But that's different than right now. Like that's different than right now. And let me tell you why. Because they're doing major things. Like you know enough context to where if something happens right now with these major things, this is stuff we've been waiting for the whole series. Like they talking. Like I know you saw the Shanks shit.
I haven't heard any spoilers.
Okay, well then never mind.
Joy Boy. Like when we get to Joy Boy, that's the last spoiler I've seen. The gear shit.
See that, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up to me. That you gotta get that spoil. I'm not gonna say it.
I look at it like, you feel me? I don't know nothing about what happens in it. Like like me and Fade talk about this all the time. Like when we were younger, when Dragon Ball Z was out, we'd be printing all these pictures and going on all these websites, and we had pictures of Super Saiyan 3 before the Buu arc came out. We had pictures of fucking Goten, and we were like, "Who's this? It looks like Kid Goku, but it's not Kid Goku." And like we're talking about, Super Saiyan 4 like 5 years before GT is premiered in America. It's just like before the internet was a thing, you would have all these spoilers from Japan hit like dial up, and we were like in elementary school. We wouldn't know shit about it, and it was still super impactful when we see Goku transforming.
But there's not niggas on Twitter. He does it. There's not niggas on Twitter saying Back then it was I see the picture and that's it.
So out the loop, bro. I don't see like the most I see about One Piece is in the Discord with y'all when y'all be going crazy. But a lot of times y'all put like little
black it out. Yeah, we got to.
But I see what y'all talk about. Like I see what's going on, but I don't know anything about it. Like I know Shanks is pivotal right now. I know there's a bunch of characters active right now, but them niggas always be active. Like there's always on and off niggas pop up, pop out. Shanks is one of the ones that been absent. That's why.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's about to be stuff that Oda explains that, like, if you see it, I'm gonna feel bad because it's like that's major shit. Like, we ain't never seen Shanks. But for the One Piece fans,
I ain't gonna lie, I got to.
For the One Piece fans, y'all tune in to One Piece reviews weekly, man. Me and Christian it's insane right now. Crack this new chapter, crack. But
I might have to catch up to see that fucking movie, bro, because they say that
One Piece exactly.
I didn't think that they was gonna tease spoilers in the movie, bro. So like manga spoilers.
It's weird. The movie's gonna be half canon, half not. This is the most canon a One Piece movie has been, and there's gonna be parts I'm gonna be able to show you what is canon and what's not. But that's gonna drop
you to be caught up with the manga to watch the movie.
That's why Oda was like, for those people right now, he suggests reading now. He says, no matter where you at, he suggests starting. He said, start at Wano and just keep going. Like, he said, honestly,
that's not a chore in itself, too. One Piece like 300 chapters. I mean, Wano's like 300 chapters so far, bro. At least two.
He honestly said you could. He said you could have started at where they're at right now and finish. And then go back and catch up. That's how important because he doesn't want this shit to be spoiled because he knows everything that he's been working to for the past 25 years is now all about to be like, this is basically the pain, like how Naruto was building up to the pain arc and all that other shit and finding out about Madara and all the secrets and how it wasn't stretched out over 25 years. We're finding out all the secrets now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might be catching up soon. You feel me? I just want to catch up before the movie now.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm not that far behind, bro. I'm really not.
I know that, and that's why I said something, because I know you're not far behind. Like, you right there. I just want you to watch. I'm not even asking you to catch up on the manga. I just want you to watch the anime just for how beautiful the animation is right now.
Like I said, you feel me? We ain't really got much to review right now, and like I'm watching.
We could review the One Piece manga. We could review the One Piece anime. That is true.
Yeah, I'm still watching JoJo's and shit. But I don't have nothing seasonally that I'm watching, like nothing that this season. Well, I'm watching Call of the Night, but like I'm not watching a lot of shit from this season. So like, I can
we could do One Piece. Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, we're gonna talk about that off air and see if we
I don't know. I'm gonna be caught up in the next 2 weeks.
If not for the next one, we could review the JoJo season you're on, because I'm on that season as well. And since we've never talked about JoJo's on this show,
I'm on season. I just got to
you on season 3. I just got to 5. Oh, you on 5? You
I just got to part 5. I'm Giorno.
Oh, so you did. So you finished part 4.
Yeah, I just finished part 4 last week.
So then, bet when we do the next episode, let's talk about 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll give our thoughts on everything. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Since we don't have nothing to review, and I've been watching JoJo's, you have. We'll do everything up to part 5, because part 5 everything changes really. It's Giorno, and this is not a spoiler. That's Dio. That's somebody related to Dio and Jonathan. It's not necessarily a direct JoJo, so that's why I think it'd be perfect for us to talk 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised at how much. Like, I thought each series was gonna be kind of its own thing after the first couple, but like low key, they're all connected. Like they're all connected. They're all connected,
but they're still their own thing. That's what's so beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you could. I'm not, promoting people to skip JoJo parts, but you could.
You shouldn't though.
You would. You wouldn't catch certain shit. Like if you watch if you watch part 4, part 5 you wouldn't catch certain.
You
shit.
don't know who Jotaro is and Joseph. Like, to me, part 3 is the most vital part. You can't skip. Like,
and you can't watch that shit out of order too. You can't just start with part 3, and you can't just start with part 4.
Because the thing is, if you start with just part 3, you won't know who Dio is. So you got to watch part 1. But then if you just watch part 1 and not part 2, you don't understand why Dio is so strong and what a vampire means to this world. So that's why you gotta watch part 2.
To be fair, like, it does feel like separate series, but in the same world. Like, it feels like Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. It's all different. Well, not really, because all those are kind of similar.
But it's like, but you know what I mean? It's like American Horror Story, but if American Horror Story had more things connected.
It's like that, exactly. That's more so what it reminds me of. But it's definitely like iconic the way they do it. I haven't seen it get done like that in anime. Like,
not in anime. Yeah, no, for sure.
Not the way they do it too.
One Piece Red for movie fans, that'll be out in fall 2020 this year. We haven't gotten a date. People are speculating November right now, but we'll let y'all know when we get a legit date. Chris, I know you and your girlfriend, big Lord of the Rings fans. The Lord of the Rings is getting an anime movie that will drop April 12th, 2024. It's going to be 100% anime, not American animation. No, they got a Japanese studio and they put American money behind it. And basically, it's going to be Brian Cox, the lead actor from Succession, is set to voice Hammerhead, the mighty king of Rohan, who is known for his great strength and prowess to fight with his fists. And it's going to be the story of Rohan, and it's going to be the story of him. So I'm excited for that. Are you excited for a Lord of the Rings anime?
Yeah, I'm surprised it's a movie, but I'm hyped. Hopefully
a big movie
budget. Like, hopefully they get some real movie budget.
No, it is. It's getting a legitimate movie budget, and they're trying to make this into a trilogy.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm with it. I'm here for this. It just gotta look good. You gotta make it look good. Like, don't.
Oh no, they are.
Like, don't touch nothing that don't need to be goddamn touched. You know what I'm saying?
To me, in terms of American studios, Warner Brothers is the best. Like, Warner Brothers does Adult Swim, all the 8 Cartoon Network shows. They've put out all the classic DC movies, all the Justice League movies and shit. They're better. They're the best.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they're the studio that Miyazaki trusts to stream their stuff, because Studio Ghibli is streamed on HBO Max.
Okay, that's a mix. So, HBO Max.
Warner Brothers Animation is the one. But next up, with My Hero dropping October 1st, they're dropping 2 OVAs. August, which they should be out now. By the time you guys are hearing this,
I actually saw them earlier. Both of them out. There's 2 right now.
So, there's 2. One is called the HLB, which stands for. Hold on. My Hero Academia, the Hero League of Baseball. This is basically the baseball episode, essentially.
Here we go.
Yep. So it's gonna be the baseball episode, and the next one is Laugh as If You're in Hell. That follows Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku as they work under Endeavor. One of their missions is to identify a criminal known as Smiley, who's responsible for doodling throughout the city. However, given the low level of urgency, they decide to let other pro heroes deal with the situation. One day, Smiley scribbles something on the wall of Endeavor's home. The irritated Endeavor, along with the other members of the team, makes the decision to go after the bad guys. Smiley's peculiarity, on the other hand, is revealed to be something completely ridiculous but extremely effective. It is to cause hysterical laughter in the audience of anyone who gazes into his eyes. Will the team ever be able to stop laughing and bring the villain to justice? So by next episode, I'll watch both and we can review them.
Yeah, I'm a goddamn like that one more than the baseball episode for sure.
I hope the baseball is good though, because every anime gotta have a good baseball episode.
Yeah, Dorohedoro, Dragon Ball Super. I've seen so many.
But no one
didn't JJK have a fucking episode?
JJK did, but no one beats the Boondocks baseball episode, which was Kickball.
Yeah,
that is the best baseball episode ever.
Top tier entertainment right there.
100%. Next up, so now we're getting to a bunch of trailers that we missed. So next up, we got the first one is the Deer King trailer. It is a movie that will release on all digital platforms October 4th. It'll be out on DVD October 18th. The Deer King is a breathtaking tale of survival that is told in the form of action-packed anime film. Following the conclusion of a bloody war, the occupying empire forces former soldier Van to work in one of its mines. His solitary existence is turned upside down when a pack of wild dogs carrying a disease that is fatal and incurable attacks. The only two people who survive are Van and a young girl named Luna. After being set free, at last, the couple tries to live a quiet life in the countryside, but they're pursued by malevolent forces. Van must discover the true cause of the plague that is ravaging the kingdom, as well as a possible cure for if he is going to fulfill his promise to protect Yuna at all costs. This trailer looks good. This looks just like in line with Studio Ghibli, but an action one. Looks like Princess Mononoke. I'm excited for this, and we're going to review this because this looks great.
Yeah, it definitely looked like some Miyazaki shit. I definitely got new gen Miyazaki vibes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for this, and I just like how it's got so much action because, normally Miyazaki films don't have as much action. And this is not necessarily a Miyazaki film, but it's made by the same studio and the same people. So I'm excited for it.
Okay, well,
that's gonna be the same animation director as 3 Miyazaki films. So
that is promising.
So I'm excited for that. The next one we have is Spy Classroom, which is based on a light novel science fiction by Takamichi. It's going to get an anime adaptation that debut in 2023. Basically, the story follows a devastating military conflict. Countries fight their wars in the shadows. One unusual spy, Klaus, has never failed on the job despite his quirks, and he's building a team to take on an impossible mission, one with over a 90% chance of failure. However, his Trojan members are all washouts with no practical experience. They'll have to use every trick in the book to prove they're up to the task. Look, this looks like Gunslinger Girl, but spy form, with an organization of these young girls led by this man, and they're doing this team thing. I'll check it out as long as it's serious. If it's serious and doesn't get into this harem shit, ecchi shit, then I'll watch it. But if it gets into the ecchi bag, I'm gonna need you to tell me if it's good.
Now, see, that's the thing. I'm the opposite. I'm waiting for. I need a balance. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing. I definitely been seeing this one in Books A Million and shit for like a long time.
People like
at
it.
Least for a hot little minute. I've been hearing about it for a while, and I've been taking notice of it in Books A Million for a little while as well. And the trailer looks really good. So the trailer did. Curious on this because it looks like one of the ones that it could go either way.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm waiting to see what happens. So, but the trailer looks good. Now, this I'm excited for. That'll premiere in 2023. It's called High Card. This trailer looks great. It's about Finn, who is living on the streets, learned that his orphanage was about to close due to major financial strain. He headed out for a casino with the hope of winning big. Finn, however, could not anticipate the nightmare that awaited him. When Finn got there, a man's lucky card led to a car chase and a bloody gunfight. Finn will soon discover the purpose of the shootout, a deck of 52 playing cards with the capacity to provide holders various superhuman abilities and powers that can control the world order. With the help of these cards, individuals can access the inner power The monarch of Four Land has given a secret group of players known as High Card direct orders to gather the cards that have been dispersed throughout the country while working part-time for a luxury vehicle manufacturer, Pinot Chile. Finn quickly joins the players on a perilous expedition to find these cards after being chosen to be the group's 5th member. This trailer looked great. I'm in this all the way.
Yeah, this look pretty good. This look like Gambit the anime, but I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see that first couple episodes.
It definitely looked like Gambit because they held their cards and then powers would start coming. Someone was shooting guns and like had like a little speed boost from his card. I like how
there's a lot of shit going on in this trailer.
I like how the cards don't necessarily make them Goku, how they still can use guns and swords. The cards just give them like a boost. I fuck with that.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be definitely intriguing. I definitely want to see how this world works.
100%. All right, the next one that we got is there's a new story coming to Netflix. I thought this was interesting just because it was announced with the Cyberpunk thing. We'll get to the Cyberpunk trailer in a second, but this is called Moonrise. It's a new anime that's coming. It's described as an exciting, visually breathtaking anime that explores the vast hardships of exploring outer space, set in a futuristic world where humans inhabit both the Earth and the moon. A young man from Earth enlists in the army to attack the rebels on the moon, only to find out that his former best friend has become his enemy on the moon. So this is one of those Earth versus Moon anime. I put this in there because the poster looked cool. I forgot to send you the poster, but this is something I'm excited for with Netflix. Hopefully they do it right, and hopefully it looks like the next thing, because in September, boy, we are reviewing this 100% Cyberpunk Edge Runners. This shit is what we need. Sci-fi 2D, fists, guns, just straight up cyberpunk action. The delinquents, hitmen, all the above. I know you fucked with that Cyberpunk trailer. That shit looked beautiful.
Yeah, it looked action-packed. I got to see the first couple of trailers. I mean, the first couple episodes, see what's popping, but
the stories there for sure.
High energy. Yeah, it's definitely be high energy for sure.
From the trailer, it had great action. It was 2D. It wasn't 3D, which made me super excited. The animation was beautiful. It looked like Netflix put some money into this.
Yeah, it really did look good. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see what this looks like because Cyberpunk is a big name. So
yeah,
like,
hopefully it works.
They got to do it big.
Now,
you got to grab the cash with this kind of cash grab.
No, 100%. Also, we got Rick and Morty is getting an anime. Yes, sir. Adult Swim greenlit 10 episodes of a Rick and Morty anime series that will continue the duo's interdimensional adventures. It will serve as a standalone series, but adapt themes and events from the main series. So basically, because the anime episode was so good, they're going to take different ideas and things they haven't expounded on and put it in the anime. I fuck with that.
That's so Rick and Morty, bro. I can't get mad at it. I want to see it.
I fuck with that hard.
See it, bro. We need more shit like that.
Yeah, 100%. Like the Rick and Morty anime episode was great.
For sure. Rick and Morty is goated, bro.
Yeah, I'm super, super hype on that. But now let's get into the discussion, which is about the leak news and rumors. So right now, it's rumored that Blue Box is receiving an anime, Sakamoto Days is receiving an anime, Kaiju number 8 is receiving an anime, Undead Unluck is receiving an anime, but that will air in 2023. Out of all of those, I'm most excited for Undead Unluck just because once it gets an anime, people will see how good it is, and then the manga sales will go up because it's such an original story that people just, you know how people are, they finicky. They don't like to get behind something until they see it in front of their eyes. Promise Neverland didn't blow up really until the anime. You know how that was. Demon Slayer didn't blow up until the anime. Like me and you was on those things early. The anime drops, it blows up. I think that's gonna happen for Undead Unluck. But Kaiju number 8, boy, you know when that anime drop, it's over. Game over. The new shonen heavy hitter.
Yeah, Kaiju number 8 is gonna be the new gen GOAT. Like that's out of all these, that's the one I'm probably the most excited about.
Well, no, me too. Me too for sure.
I definitely want to see Undead Unluck, Blue Box as well. Blue Box, I'm kind of more of I'm a fan of the manga. Like I don't know.
You're not hyped for the anime? Interesting, because I know you're a fan.
I'm excited for the anime because all the anime is gonna do is boot up the manga sales, and I definitely need more people to peep this one out. Hopefully, the anime sells it on people who don't really want to read the manga. But to me, the manga is perfectly paced. I get them chapters over with every week. Like literally, that's the first thing I read every week before I check out Jujutsu Kaisen and all the new shit. Like I check out I literally check out Blue Box first. Like Blue Box Sundays, Down the Line Mondays, Chainsaw Man Tuesdays. That's how I'm running this week.
Real.
Every week. Really.
See, I'm super excited for Kaiju number 8. You know, we was on that from the jump. We was on that first. I think Undead Unluck, like you said, for Blue Box could use it the most, and it'll boost everything up. But you see Sakamoto Days, that's the one I want to see animated the most because of seeing that the mafia action in animation is going to be beautiful. It's going to be better than written because in animation, you could do sword fights, you could do hand-to-hand, but it's harder to do gun combat. Gun combat looks better animated, and I'm almost caught up with Sakamoto Days. I'm not fully. I'm in like chapter 60-something. Chrissa, I'm sorry, we stopped it. It is incredible.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been reading it lately, but I've only been reading the hard copy volume. Like I just caught volume 3.
Oh no, I'm not on 60-something. I am on 40-something. Excuse me, but it's incredible.
It's some good manga. Like from what I hear, it gets better and better and better.
Bro,
the first 3 volumes is amazing.
I had to stop myself because I didn't want to get caught up because I didn't want to be on this one week to week. How you said about One Piece, I wanted to binge this. That's how good Sakamoto Days is. It's tearing at me not to be week to week. But Kaiju number 8 gonna be the one though.
With me, I gotta read Blue Box every week as soon as it drops. Down the Line every week as soon as it drops. Kaiju number 8, I might be a day late on Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, but as soon as it drops, yeah, if not the first day, the second day.
Yeah, I might miss it the day because I'm busy, but the next day or that night, I'll definitely catch it. Like Trojan X2, that's one I'm gonna catch that day.
I love Trojan X as well.
Literally, as soon as it drops,
you like me with One Piece with Blue Box.
Exactly, because it's not as kind of like I want to see what's happening with the mystery being unfolded, but it's not something that I get spoiled on really easily or anything like that. But as far as Jujutsu Kaisen, that's one of the ones I haven't been seeing much about it on the timeline. Like I haven't been getting it spoiled for me, but that's one that I read like once a month. Like one Sunday, like after I read Blue Box, I'll read like 4 chapters.
That's like me with Sakamoto Days. Like I'll pick one day, read a bunch, wait like 3 weeks. Come back, read a bunch, wait 3 weeks. Now, the one that I'm ready to get animated is one that me and you put in the world on. Togen Anki. That need an anime.
Yeah, for sure.
Togen Anki need one bad.
Togen Anki gonna be crazy because like I'm waiting for that announcement.
It's like Chainsaw Man mixed with like it's Chainsaw Man mixed with like some gun shit. Like
it remind me of like JoJo's or like
you remember that game Prototype? You remember the game Prototype?
Familiar,
where the dude had like blood stuff come out and would make like it would make a blade or he take like his skin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Because that's what it is essentially.
It reminds me of like stands, or it reminds me of like the Chainsaw Man, different devil powers, or
that's why I said Chainsaw Man.
Because they all got different abilities, but it's all
stem from their body. Yeah.
So it's like one dude has blood blades that come out like Chainsaw Man, like chainsaws
blood bullets out his fingers.
One of the girl characters, one of my favorite characters, she has blood Titan. She goes Titan mode. We got the blood Chopper, the blood guns.
Yeah.
And multiple characters with blood guns in the series, which is dope as hell. They got Son with the blood umbrella and the blood skates. Like, he has a bunch of different powers. He just be making everything out of blood.
But that's one that needs an anime because it'll look better. You'll get to see all the blood powers like really just expounded on.
I feel like this could be as big as like Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, as far as just being gory.
And speaking of, when does Chainsaw Man drop? Because we forgot to talk about it, but the trailer dropped. Another trailer dropped while we was away.
Sure that was coming out in October, and we didn't say Mashal too, because Mashal is official. It wasn't really rumored. Mashal, they got the PV, but I want to see the actual trailer because Mashal, they need to do that good. Like that's to me a lot's riding on Mashal because like it's the same. It's in the same 3 pocket as Undead Unluck and Sakamoto Days. Like there was a point in time when Jump.
There were the 3 new ones. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like this is the new 3 that y'all need to check out because we really don't want these to flop right now. They're like, we're on, volume 10. We need y'all to keep fucking with these. We want these to last a little longer. We want them to be big. And Mashal to me is just like alternate universe Harry Potter. Like, you know how Hogwarts is in the UK? This is like, it scratches my itch. This literally feels like it's in the same exact world, just in Japan. I love watching it because it's like
I need to get on Mashal. That's one I'm not on yet. And speaking of One Punch Man is great right now,
bro. Like when I tell you, like Mashal is gonna make you laugh out loud. Like you'll be reading it and like it's hard for me to like get them hard out loud laughs.
Yeah.
Like and Mashal does it a lot.
Once I finish Sakamoto Days, I'm gonna catch up on Mashal. But One Punch Man right now.
I've been seeing the spoilers. I've been seeing all kind of art get dropped on the timeline. Murata is just goated with the art, boy. He can't do no wrong.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a bunch of manga content that we're gonna make. I'm gonna get Crystal to make a Chainsaw Man video. Me and Crystal will make some Togen Anki content.
So y'all be on the out, baby.
Y'all be on the lookout for all of that. But that's pretty much all I got this week. I want to talk about Spy Family when part 2 comes out. So we're gonna wait for that. And then Summertime Rendering, I need to finish.
Oh yeah, I'm on episode 12 of Summertime Rendering.
Okay, so next week
we'll do Spy Family though. Spy Family is
okay. So next week we'll review Summertime Rendering. But real quick, see, being that I don't think Spy Family told us a bunch in part 1. I think in part 2 we'll get the full grasp. But what'd you think? I told you it fits all the itches. It fits a Chrissa itch. It fits a Lyndon itch. It fits a Peter itch. Shout out to our guy from What Do You Say Anime. Like that's why me and Pete said that when this came out is the perfect fusion of what he likes and what we like.
Me and Pete be going back and forth on that shit because he's like one of the people that's like Spy Family is the GOAT, especially on Jump Plus. I'm like, nah, Don exists.
Kaiju done made the GOAT on Jump Plus.
Kaiju number 8. But
I
love the fact that it's.
I'm just saying, my
top 5 on Jump Plus is Kaiju number 8, Don. Yeah, but that to me, I'm paying attention to top 5 Jump Plus.
All of all,
yeah. Shonen Jump, to be honest, right now.
Oh yeah,
just because I'm like Don,
Weekly Shonen Jump,
Spy Family, Chainsaw Man.
Weekly Shonen Jump is just the usual: One Piece, My Hero, JJK, Black Clover, and I said One Piece, huh?
I think you did.
Yeah, Weekly Shonen Jump is just about One Piece, Black Clover, My Hero, and JJK right now. And Roboco, that trash ass shit.
Like the new shit to the second string. That's what Jump was really trying to push. Like, peep these new 3. These are the second string. Undead Unluck, National.
And Sakamoto days.
We're at a point in time, it feels like the early 2000s when we had like Gintama and all that shit coming at the same time.
And now the big push is behind Akane Banashi because I started rewatching Neon Genesis Evangelion, and the creator came out and was like, y'all need to read Akane Banashi. He was like, this is one of the best things Jump put out. I don't know if Miyazaki did. I just know the creator.
It was somebody for Volume 1, and then it was Neon Genesis for Volume 2. And I was sitting there like, God damn, everybody's coming out. Oh no, somebody made a joke. They said Miyazaki's probably coming out next, but I forget who it was for part 1.
Was it the Your Name creator?
Maybe so. I seen it on Twitter earlier. It was like for Volume 1, this person gave the recommendation, in Volume 2, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion. Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. So when I saw that, I was like, maybe I should read it. Have you checked it out?
I'm gonna check that one out soon because I see,
it's about Rakugo. I just don't know about that.
I see the Discord, talking good about
it. Oh yeah, Jay fucks with it heavy.
I got a fucking. I'm in like a manga. In a manga group chat with like Nox and a bunch of people, and them boys is like super hyping it up, like everybody's on it. But then again, you know what I'm saying, they super into it too, like they're into like PPPPP and shit like that. I can't really get into that one.
PPPPP. That's
I hear it's really good. I hear it's some good shit.
Fuck PPPPP and fuck Duran.
Yeah, I'm just mad at
they got rid of Duran got rid of Red Hood for that trash shit. Oh, what you fucked with Zip Man? It was the other one they got rid of that you
no, it was Ayashimon.
But no, I'm talking about before that. They got rid of something before Ayashimon.
What, Phantom Seer?
Yeah, it was when Red Hood and Phantom Seer went away that meaning was hurt, but they kept Duran.
Like I was hating on Duran and I was hating on Candy Flurry because they both like stuck around when I didn't see. And I never want to cheer for one guy to lose their jobs or like
fair.
Canceled and have to come up with some new shit. But at the same time, bro, when you cancel, Ayashimon, when you cancel Shigemori, which is I understood why that one got canceled. You feel me? That one I didn't see have a long shelf life. It could have been one of those ones that hit like Roboco or.
But then you cancel Phantom Seer, you cancel Red Hood, things that I thought was great. And I'm not gonna lie, Aliens Area, not bad. out of all the new shit that just came, Aliens Area, Earthchild, PPPPP, and Akane Banashi, that's the one I'm really fucking with.
And then I fucked with Super Smartphone for one chapter, and now I'm like, what's next? Like, they gotta kind of spoiled with, as far as Shonen Jump, they're doing this to themselves. So I'm not saying nothing that's out of line, out of pocket. But as far as just all the spiral of new shit, canceling shit, new shit, canceling shit, it's like they're putting a pressure on themselves to be like, hey, if your shit not hitting, dog, you gotta actually get some new shit. So Super Smartphone, it was cool, but now I'm like, okay, what's next?
What's
like,
next?
Y'all know y'all gonna ask this shit. Cause I just don't see it lasting as long as, you know, it's not gonna be.
Same with Earthchild. I don't think Earthchild lasting that long either.
Bro, I don't know.
And I kind of fuck with
loved in Japan, but Earthchild had me for like 3 chapters, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't.
Thank you. I liked it for the first 2 chapters, and then after I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And at the expense of, I'm not saying at the expense of, but like whenever you see, you know, you lose Phantom Seer, you lose Red.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We're losing
that
Gas
shit?
Pack, and then we have a mid stick around. So I kind of want to see the mid get axed too, not because I want to see these mangaka lose, but because like, y'all are putting that pressure on yourselves.
Shit. Yeah,
like, they're having the pressure on themselves to only cook up the hottest shit. So Blue Box and Akane Banashi, those aren't your typical shonen,
but they'll keep it because it's not typical. But for things like Red Hood, which is a typical shonen, or Phantom Seer, which is typical, because it's not doing JJK numbers, My Hero numbers, Undead Unluck numbers, they like, oh well, we can find another one of them. And that's trash.
I look at Blue Box doing crazy numbers, and Akane Banashi or whatever is kind of new, so I don't know if it's doing crazy numbers, but I know the fans in Japan and America
love
it real well. Yeah. So I'm looking at Earthchild and Super Smartphone, which is kind of like dead fish. Nobody's really talking about them. If they are,
like, why are you still there?
It's not by. Yeah, I'm like, what are y'all doing here? I thought y'all got axed. You feel me? Like, shout out to Elusive Samurai, because that's one I hear is really good as well. I started reading volume 1, but I'm not.
You like it?
For volume 1, but I'm not sold on it. I fuck with Assassination Classroom, so I gave it a try. But it's like one of those historical kind of non-fiction anime that I'm like,
I'd rather watch Kingdom. I'd rather read Kingdom. Yeah, I'd rather
do like something like that. You feel me? Like, because, I like Vagabond.
Because if I'm doing something like that, really I'd rather read something seinen where we could go there. Vagabond, Kingdom, I'd rather really go there. That one don't go there for me.
And that's how I'm kind of, that's where I'm at with it. You feel me? It's not like, it's not nothing I'm excited to read or watch. I haven't seen anything that stands out to me as far as character design or like if the character designs were crazy, if the art style.
It's not like crazy, Trojan X, which is wild.
Which is like mind blowing. I'm hoping that one gets more push.
And I hope it gets animated.
It's just on such an irregular schedule. We never know when the anime is coming. Like now, you know, I'm getting excited for Dandadan. Come seeing Kaiju number 8 get announced and shit. And Kaiju number 8's around 60, 70 chapters, and so is Dandadan. So I'm looking at these like, let's go. But Trojan is on such an irregular schedule that it's only like 20. We're like 25, 26 chapters,
if even. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, come on, son. If we get the Kaiju number 8 anime announcement, you should at least give us August 5th. Togen Anki. Like Togen Anki's on like chapter 90, 100 or something.
But see, that's because that's a different company. We need someone to buy in. Yeah. So we're gonna see.
Come on, Mappa. Fucking Ufotable. Somebody, man.
But that's
Mappa's hands are
But that's pretty much all we got this week, ladies and gents. Like I said, it's every other week, so not next week, but the week of the 16th. We will drop later that week, August 18th, because Chris and I are going to go watch the Dragon Ball Super movie and then record after, and you'll get the episode. But Chris, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
Follow your boy at Chrissa SJE on Twitter, at Chrissa SJE on Instagram, and definitely at Chrissa SJE on my anime list. I'm updating daily. Y'all can see where I'm at on JoJo's. Follow along with the kid if you want. Y'all can see all the new manga I've been reading. Because you seen M Books 2 on Johnson?
I did.
The little bookstore.
That's my comic book shop.
I was wondering what kind of manga they had in there.
It's all right.
They had a bunch of Tokyo Pop gems. So I hit a bunch of volume 1s, volume 2 with the Tokyo
Pop. That's the comic book shop. Bag in there. Yes, sir. And happy late birthday to my brother.
They got a lot. They got a lot of comics in there too. But thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
This past Saturday, was it correct?
Yeah, Saturday, a few days ago.
This past Saturday was his birthday, so y'all wish my brother happy birthday. And y'all make sure y'all follow.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go watch Nope. I gotta plug Nope. That was a top tier movie. I love alien movies.
Look, I thought that was Jordan Peele's best movie. I didn't like Us, and Get Out I saw, but I didn't see Get Out right when it came out. I saw it after all the hype. So I was like, oh, y'all hyped this up. It was good, but y'all made it seem like it was the best thing ever. No, Nope is the best thing. Like, that's his best work.
Like, I wasn't excited for, like, I was excited for Jordan Peele, but I wasn't excited to go watch Us or
Us was trash. Let me tell y'all
what happened with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy for Get Out. Us, whatever, trash. But nope, that's a spectacle. Bro, that monkey, nigga, that monkey. Go see that shit, bro. That was some, I don't want to spoil it, but the sitcom monkey, yo, bro.
I love the whole overarching theme of the series.
About
movie,
clout.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, about how they were using, they were like, what was the word I'm looking for? They were like using these animals for money and shit like that, for monetary gain.
Talking about all these clout demons. You saw the TMZ guy. It was just a commentary on our culture today, and it was beautiful. But y'all make sure y'all go follow. Oh, go ahead.
Before we get out of here, I just gotta say, I gotta give RIP to Takahashi as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fuck.
That's why I opened up with this. Like, you know how I usually hold the manga open in the episodes. Shout out to Takahashi. Without him,
one of the best.
My childhood would be trash.
Yep, same.
My childhood would be garbage. Like, I remember I had the dual disc. You feel me? I was hating on my homies who had the dual disc until I had all the decks. You feel me? So Yu-Gi-Oh! You feel me? Y'all go read his newest work before, you know, he passed. He collaborated with Marvel, and he dropped a Iron Man, Spider-Man crossover kind of card game crossover thing. So hard. I want y'all to go peep that out.
I wasn't a Beyblade kid. I wasn't a Pokemon card kid. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh card kid. Shout out to Takahashi. I'm so sad, but I'm glad you reminded us. I still have my Dark Magician and my Blue Eyes White Dragon, two of my favorite cards of all time. Shout out to him. Rest in peace for sure. Y'all go follow Chrissa. Check out his latest album because it dropped while we was on break. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Seinen Jump. Shit is gas. Hey, are we getting the Cochise song soon? You heard? We getting the Cochise song?
Yeah, my shit kind of froze up for a second, but like literally, Seinen Jump dropped a couple months ago. I've been kind of letting it simmer. I've been wanting the songs to kind of like manga stack because I'm about to drop the deluxe, but a lot of people think it's about to just be same album, 5-6 extra songs. Nope. Deluxe gonna be a whole other album. It's like Seinen Jump. It's like you ever remember Nelly's old album Sweatsuit? How it was like two completely different albums, but they made up the same album. That's why I'm kind of going forward with this one. Like 20 songs. Y'all got 20 songs on the last one. It's 20 songs on the new one. All the original songs. The only 3 songs that's probably gonna be carried over from part 1 is Japan, Fuck Gabby, and Dandelion, but it's all the remixes. So you get the Cochise remix, the Rob Banks remix.
When is that dropping?
17 original new songs.
When the people,
I don't want to say the exact date yet, but it's August. It's this month.
Okay,
like before this month, y'all will have Japan.
We didn't get to do the interview for Seinen Jump. We're gonna do it for the deluxe. We're gonna do that.
For sure. We're gonna talk about both the albums for the deluxe.
We're gonna get the Chrissa exclusive for the deluxe. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Check out the first Seinen Jump deluxe coming soon. Follow me at LynBWT. Follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to check out the One Piece content. Run it back. We're reviewing movies. That show has been kicking ass and it's back. Be sure to check out Bros Who Binge, Bros Who Think. Shout out to all the new listeners because y'all, bro, we have grown tremendously and I appreciate all of y'all. And now the premiere show is back. The show that was the foundation for many months. Anime Talk is back, so y'all make sure y'all check that. Y'all stay tuned with us, and we got more coming. But follow Chris SJE, follow me at LynBWT. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and peace.